First and foremost, all praises. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. YAHAWAH being the name of the Father, YAHAWASHI being the name of the Son, and our Savior, and RACWAA, QADASH being the Holy Spirit. And I want to say peace, blessings, citations to the elders and all the sincere brothers, pushing this truth. And I'll say shalom. Here, I'm trying to make a video. Hold on, Salaki. This is Second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And we know Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man, and Jacob, Israel, consisting of the 12 tribes, and it's the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and then you have your speckled bird. You are who your father is. So I'm gonna read that again. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And this is we're in Esau's world right now. This is his blessing is the fatness of the earth, temporarily, until the house of David is established with the kingdom. And I'm gonna get I brought this out earlier, but I'm gonna bring it out again. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So we know who the wicked are. The wicked are in rulership. And who's the rulers over all these beast systems? That's the Edomites, with their main tribe, Amalek. The Amalekites. You got your fake Jews over there in nation of Israel claiming to be the real Jews, and that's a Revelation. Let's see. I'm Synagogue. I don't know how to spell this. Synagogue of Satan. Yeah, Revelations 2:9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And that's talking to the Lord's, chosen. He knows our works, and he knows the tribulation and the poverty that we're going through. He says, but thou art rich. And he says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are synagogue of Satan. See, they're claiming to be, the tribe of Judah, and it says right here, you know what I mean? It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan, because that's their tribe's Amalek. They're Edomites. That's the physical, Satan's physical counterpart is Esau and the Edomites. And then you got your other heathen nations, that follow after the beast. Roughly paraphrasing, that all nations are drinking. Here, I'll get it, drinking of the wine. But that's what we got here. Revelation 14:8. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. And what is Babylon? Babylon the Great is spiritual Egypt, Rome resurrected. That's America. It says, is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of her wine of the wrath of her fornication. And what is her wine? That's her philosophy. You know, I can get that real quick. Let's see, blue letter. But America, you know, the eighth beast from the seven has caused, you know, all these other, you know, heathen nations to drink of her wine. So they've all committed fornication, spiritual adultery. $14.8, Salakia. So you go into this, see what it says. Drink of the wine. Oinus. And so you got your outline over here. It says a metaphor for fiery wine of the Most High's wrath. Okay? So basically, you know, what that's saying is, you know, it's saying that it's just, you know, not pleasing to the Lord, obviously, because it's wrath. It's the Most High's wrath, fiery wrath coming from the Most High. But you know, in other verses, let's see if I can find one. Probably Revelations. All right, yeah, here. For all nations have drunk. This is Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth, you know, the kings of the earth, that's who's running this, you know, this world right now. It's Esau and the Edomites, you know, have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And, you know, all these, you know, a lot of these other countries, they're, you know, this is the great whore that sat on many waters. Let's see if we can find that. Because, you know, this is they just, you know, buy and sell and then partake in the wickedness of this Roman Empire resurrected. Great whore. Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that's America. Let's go into this right quick. Verse 2, Revelation 17:2. with whom the kings of earth had committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth had been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. See, it says the inhabitants of the earth had been made drunk with the wine, with the philosophies and the way of this wicked empire. 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman set upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And that 7 heads and 10 horns is a representing of the 7 heads is like the Greek, it's representing, Greeks, Romans, the French, the Spanish, the Britain, and then you got your the other 2, the major and minor, the G major, whatever it's called. And then the 10 horns is representative to like the EU and NATO, which is more than 10 now, but this is the vision, the vision that John the Revelator seen, all these thousands of years ago. You know what I mean? And he made pretty good on his vision, you know what I mean, on explaining things. And with the help of the correct breakdowns, through the body, through the brothers I'm supping with, Great Millstone, then it is just plain as day. You know what I mean, you can see this. And if you can't, then Lord, that's how he put that I'll get that verse, Lord willing, in a second, what is that verse? Dang, it went away. The delusion that they'll believe a lie. What is that they should believe a lie. Here it is, 2 Thessalonians 2:11. I'm gonna go ahead and go to that real quick. Probably get right here. I'm gonna start at verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And that's the time we're in right now. The son of perdition, the wicked man, is being revealed. For the mystery of I always have problems with this word, Salakia. Iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, whom the Lord YAHAWASHI shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's happening through the elders, through the prophets out here bringing out this word, consuming this, these devils for whom they are. And it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's when, our Lord and Savior Yahawashi is going to make his return in those chariots. And, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And this is a lot of sheep people out here, and these devils are just hurting them. You know what I mean? You got people being deceived. Some people are trying to probably trying. You got your people that's trying to be righteous, and but they're just their shepherd. The shepherd probably is misleading them. You know what I mean? That's why it's very critical that you know that you man, but you do your homework and find the brothers. I say Great Millstone and anybody who teaching the doctrine contrary, or teaching the same doctrine as they are. But but it's the Lord's movie, so at the end of the day, if they ain't get it, you know what I mean? Every man got to work out his own salvation. So and I'm gonna read 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. And that's a lot. That's on a lot of people's hearts, on their minds. The Lord's purposely blinding them because that's just it's the will of the Heavenly Father and His Son YAHAWASHI. You know what I mean? That's Thy will be done. But a lot of people, just they're damned because, like it says in 12, they believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. I'm gonna read that verse 12. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. 13. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord YAHAWASHI, because the Most High hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the RACWAA QADASH and belief of the truth. And that's, the water, Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM RACWAA QADASH. Because these brothers, you know what I mean, they got the spirit on them, Man, that's good. Let's go, where was I on the blue letter? So verse 4, and the woman, I'm going to read verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And man, that you know what I mean, it's the Spirit's on me to say, that you think about camel toe, Harry, Harry Vice P, camel, Harry Camel Toe. She was wearing that purple and them pearls, you know what I mean? And she's up on her little high horse, the VP of the fucking Babylon the Great. So she got her little golden cup in her hand, and this place is full of abominations, and just I know that's not the proper breakdown for that, but I just want to throw that in there, speaking as a man on that. Verse 5, and upon her head was written a name, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. This is the most wicked place in the earth. Do you understand? There is nothing that is on the level of wickedness like this earth. Verse 6, and I saw, we turn it down a little, Ray. And I saw a woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of YAHAWASHI. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Here we go. We're gonna get Revelation 17:9 through 14. It goes into the 7 heads, and the talks about the 8th. Even he is the 8th and of the 7, and goeth into perdition. The 8th is of the 7, and that's referring to America. Like I said, the 7 is a representation of the Greeks, the Roman, the French, Spanish, Britain, and then the other 2, the major and minor, the G major, whatever you call that. And I got this edification on that from elders, shalom to them. But it says, this is the this world, this beast system. You see how they're all moving, in suit with one another. Verse 13, these have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. And it says 14, these shall make war with the Lamb. The Lamb is YAHAWASHI. And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and kings of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. Let's see. What else was I wanting to get? So I was just kind of going on the spirit, thus far. I had that. Did I even get that Ecclesiastes 12? No, that's where I was supposed to start. Yeah, I seen a brother bring this out earlier. A good verse, and I'm trying to, get something locked in. I can remember the verses for the most part, but sometimes I can't remember the book and the number. It's Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Verse 11, this is a good one too, because, man, I've seen this play out many times. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. We gotta be weary. We gotta be circumspect, be sober, be circumspect of our of what these devils are up to. It says never trust thy enemy. Never. You gotta do some spiritual discerning, on whomever. This is I'm gonna get verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And that's what a lot of these, spirits on these people, it might have a demon jump on, and just sit there and they come a crouching, being humble and like that verse, I don't want to butcher it, but roughly paraphrasing, he speaketh, with smooth words, but he has murder in his heart. I probably butchered that, but let me get Another one I seen a brother bring out earlier. 2 Corinthians. 11. See, I had a bookmark. I gotta remember these. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." And we are not ignorant. If you got the Spirit on you, if you're in this truth, then you should know what time it is. We know what they're doing with this jab. It's probably a mixture of all kinds of wickedness. Trying to eliminate the so-called God gene, trying to depopulate, trying to implant op system, trying to make us cyborgs, and then that leading up to the mark, the RFID, and let's see here. And go back to Ecclesiasticus 39. 39. I'm gonna get a 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. Alright, 28. That's the one I was wanting. So lock it. 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, which that time is nigh, that time is near. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. See, everything's in subjection to the Heavenly Father and His Son YAHAWASHI. You know, like the verse say, he made the light and the dark. I think that's yeah, Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Lord Yahweh, do all these things. Let's go back to so again, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. 29. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. 30. Teeth of wild beasts, the scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Wow, that just, if you're righteous, it's like, Lot, he was vexed by the conversation of the ungodly. If you're righteous, living in these wicked ass times, and just, we're basically just barely able to survive. If it weren't for the Lord and the blessings we got, we'd be in a pitiful case. But that's all praises, Yahweh BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And man, we just haste the day of coming, the coming of the Lord, because we're tired, we're vexed. Just man, like I used to have a lot of anger issues, especially when I was, down on my luck and I wasn't, in this truth. This truth kind of got me, settled in where I'm calm and collective and just, I try not, I'm able to, go through the day without just cussing. I used to just, just say, buck, buck, and just fucking just want to smash on people's heads, like, my enemy, of course. I never, never fought with no Jakes. I had Jake brothers, you know what I mean, like, but man, my family and just, these fucking, you know, police and just whoever was, just this world and this system, it's everybody. I could always see through all their I could just see through them. I could always sense them demons on people, and it vexed my soul. It vexed my spirit, and just I didn't know how to really deal with that. So I just, man, I used to be hot headed, like, man, but the water, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, I got in this truth, and I've always seek the Lord. But I wasn't wanting just to go to churches and all that crap because I knew I was like, man, these motherfuckers. I just, like I said, the Lord put that, we all have our own little gifts, and that's one of my gifts. Lord, He put that spirit on me. Like I just, and once like I went through this last little tribulation, and I ended up doing a couple months in jail and, on probation. That's keeping, like, the Lord's, chastening me because I was having a hard time staying sober, like, ever since I was, like, 16, I've always kind of just been wild. Now I started smoking, weed when I was, like, 13 or 14, and this is, the Lord chastening me. It took me a little while to, just really understand and accept that, and now, just all praises. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, because that's really what I wanted. When I was out there messing up, it vexed me that I was going in that path I was in, but for some reason I was going through it, and it's all Lord's will at the end of the day, and you gotta, whatever you're going through, you just gotta try to learn from it. The Lord, He's putting you in these positions for a reason. But kind of ranting here. Let's see. So I can get here. Another one the brother brought out earlier. I was watching. I was trying to catch them live streams. You know what I mean? At work, brother, he be doing a lunchtime live stream, and I try to catch it about 12:20 every day. But it's 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. It says, for in whom the God of this world, you see God's not capitalized there, because that's just going to tell you that the God of this world right now is basically Satan, but he's spiritual. He's a spiritual. Satan's got his demons on his physical counterpart, which is Esau and the Edomites and these other heathen nations. And the Lord controls the spiritual demon Satan, and basically Satan controls them. You know what I mean? It's a chain of command. That's just how it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, the anointed, YAHAWASHI, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. It says, for we preach not ourselves, but Yahawashi Hamashiach, the Lord, and ourselves, your servants, for Yahawashi's sake. For the Most High, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined in our hearts to give us, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of Yahawashi Hamashiach. It says, 7, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of Most High and not of us. It says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body of the dying of the Lord Yahawashi, that the life also Yahawashi might be made manifest in our body. I'm going to get 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm just going to keep going. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahawashi's sake, that the life also Yahawashi might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore I have spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak. And that's it, man. That's wow. 14, knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahawashi shall raise us up also by Yahawashi, and shall present us with you. And, Lord, the Most High Yahweh, He raised up Yahawashi. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, rebound to the glory of the Most High. For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And that's why, just it's important, speaking to myself first, but just to the brothers, everybody's got to stay in this, This is it. This is all there is. You got to stay in this word. You got to stay in this truth. You want that hedge. You want that inward man to be renewed day by day. And there's nothing in this world for us. This is the most wickedest place ever imaginable. And yeah, this is the only thing that makes me feel alive. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to butcher that verse, but we were dead in the world, but through this word, through Yahawashi, we're being made alive. 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Says 18, this is a good one right here. I like this one. I like them all, but this is man, I have to remember this one. While we look not at things which are seen, but at things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but things which are not seen are eternal. Second Corinthians 5:7 goes hand in hand with that one. It says, for we walk by faith and not by sight. Let's see. It's kind of gonna be a little lengthy video here, but so I'm gonna go to you shut that door? Ecclesiasticus 6, verse 27. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go. And that's speaking to about this wisdom you obtain through this. If your Lord's supping with you, man, that's the best feeling in the world. Because just speaking as a man, my own problems, I'm kind of, I guess you could call it, ADD minded. Uh, my I've always been that way, and just it's hard for me to focus. It's usually my brain would always just be going, 100 miles an hour, non-stop. Like, and it'd drive me mad at times. And I'd have to, just say a little prayer, talk to the Lord a little, to kind of help me out. But as of here lately, I've been, man, we still have our little, battles and demons trying to mess with us, every now and then. But for the most part, I'm feeling pretty good, mentally, spiritually, physically as well. It's all a blessing. 28 or 29, 28. For at last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy. 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. And again, that's our defense. Is this word? This is the bread of life. You know what I mean? This is beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna get 30, 30. I'm gonna get 35 down to 37. Actually, I'm gonna start at 34. Actually, 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If you love to hear this word, then you should receive understanding. And if you're not, receiving understanding, just pray to the Lord, in YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI's name, to put that RACWAA QADASH on you, and it's like the brothers say, if you're really in it, and it's just eventually, the Lord deal with brothers in different ways. Not every brother is going to have the same, lot and understanding, and be able to, just be like the elders that's been in this for 30-something years. But everybody has their lot, and you just do what the Lord put on you to do. Try to do a little more if you can, but don't get don't have that doubt spirit. Because like me, days like I just want to sit here and go into a good lesson, and all day I'm listening to brothers, and I'm like, oh yeah, just they're bringing out verses, and then I'm one pops up in my head, and like, and then when it comes time to sit down and do a video, it's like, man, I can't think of shit. It's like, damn. But hey, we just gotta suffer through that sometimes. The Lord knows. He knows the hearts of men. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. We're just we're doing this, try to help whoever we can, whoever whoever, and for our own salvation, but also we're trying to feed the sheep. We're trying to what the Lord say, if you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. So I'm gonna start again at 33. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. If you find him, like all of us brothers, it's hearkening to these to the great millstones, like Lord put that that spirit on us, and we recognize the true man, the true men of understanding, you know and that's what we're doing. We're letting thy foot wear the steps of his door. Yeah. 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord Yahawashi, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. Beautiful. Man. Let's see. I'll get one more and then we'll end it off, I guess. I want to make brothers listen to me too long, you know what I mean? There's other brothers, but like I said, all praise YAHAWASHI, because he put that spirit on us, and we got to feed that spirit when it's hungry. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, is his treasure. You fear the Lord Yahawah. You understand? Well, I said I was going to end it, so on that, I'm going to read it again. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. We got that. If we're that, Lord will, we're that hopeful number, that hopeful elect, and we get that salvation, we get that deliverance, because this place has got to go, man, and it will go. You know what I mean? It's written. These prophecies, man. It's coming, baby. The fear of the Lord, how is his treasure. See, that's a treasure, man. We fear the Most High. We fear Yahawashi. You know what I mean? That's what's, man, I got to get one more. Fear the Lord and keep his commandments, a proverb, ain't it? Fear the Lord. Oh, Deuteronomy. His ways of fear. Is it Proverbs too? Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord, Yahawah, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and destruction. Proverbs 1:29. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord, Yahawah. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Proverbs 2:2. So that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding, your heart and mind. So I'm going to that word real quick.
Strong's H3820.
Lave. So this is the heart. Your heart, it says your inner man, your mind. You see? Your mind. Understanding. That's the heart of man, is their mind. You know, a lot of people, you know, talk, you know, it goes in the heart and they get literal on that, and it's your mind. Just like, you know, I have a cousin, and you know, she's suffering. She's been kind of had a little heart issue, and she's actually going to the you know, the one of those, I don't know, schools or whatever, you know, but you know, you can't tell a woman nothing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but she, you know, I don't even get started, you know, like, man, but she said, you know, that was one of her favorite verses, you know, the Lord take out the stony heart and give us a heart of flesh, you know, roughly paraphrasing. And you know, I just, you know, I wanted to tell her, but I'm like, man, you're going to, you know, college or school for, you know, studying the Bible, be a scholar or whatever, and you know, you don't even know that that's talking about your mind. You know what I mean? That just goes to show you right there. You know, I know that woman's supposed to, you know, learn in silence, and roughly paraphrasing, but anyways, just that just goes to show you. You know, they go to school for this, and you know, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna read a few more and then I'm gonna end. Alright, 3, Proverbs 2:3. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahweh, and find the knowledge of the Most High. For the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous, he is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness, and judgment, and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, into thy mind, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. And this is, you know what I mean, brothers, is diligent in this truth. You know, just if you're listening to it, you know, if you do a little video, and you know you got, you know, spirit on you or what, you know, the Lord's supping with you every which way, you know, just hearing a brother that, you know, has his spirit on him, and bringing out, you know, the word, you know, with understanding, and you know, in sincerity, and you know, just together as a body, you know, it's just, it's pleasant unto thy soul. I just, man, I can't describe it. You know what I mean? This discretion shall. I'm gonna read 10 again. When wisdom entereth into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward, froward things. See my man. See what I mean? It's hard to. Vocabulary is not my strong suit. uh, 13. Who leave the paths of unrighteousness to walk in the ways of darkness. You know what I mean? Who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked. Whose ways are crooked and they froward in their paths. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flatters with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her Most High. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. You know, if you're hard, you know, if you're in this world, if you're caught up in this matrix, then that's gonna happen. You know, one way or another, you're gonna be caught up in wickedness. You're gonna be caught up in false salvation. You know, like plantation Christianity churches teach, and just man. But like I say, the Lord, He put that on them. He put I have to go back and get that. Let's see what was it? 2 Corinthians 4:4, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. At least, here, I'm going to get it on here. I got it on I screenshotted it over here on my phone earlier. 4. Get this one again. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, at least the light of the here it is. 3. That's the one I was wanting. 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. And that's what it is. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end here. All praises, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH, Barakathon. And I want to say sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.